Ian meant to do it. Gordon. It's a story that we tell in nearly every other podcast. So, Dan was working on a project, right?
I thought you were talking about my dog, because my dog's called Gordon.
No way, honestly.
Yeah. He's a West Highland Terrier, and it's a funny story actually. We got invited to do a TV program with Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Like a year into when we opened Pine, and we got Gordon about the similar time. The dog, about 2 weeks before we did this program, and because it was a Scottish Terrier. I was like, Sean was like, we'll call him Gordon. I was like, why? Because he's Scottish and yappy. So we call him Gordon. It's a great name for a dog. I absolutely love it. Human names for dogs are so funny, man. But yeah, funny story. When we were doing the show with Gordon Ramsay, Sean like turned to me. This is about like 4 or 5 hours into filming, and Sean turned to me and was like, "Do you think we should like show Gordon Ramsay a picture of Gordon and tell him that we named the dog after him?" I was like, if you want to, I mean, I don't want to, but if you can, if you want to, sort of thing, right? So Sean gets a phone out, and I swear to God, he hadn't overheard. He was about 10 meters away from us, and he just like turned from the conversation he was having with some other people, came back to us, and he was like, "Do you know what it is? I meet some weird people doing this line of work." He's like, "I met some farmers of a week that had named sheep after me, Gordon and Ramsay." And he was like, "People are weird." And Sean just went, "Yeah, people are weird," and just put our phone back. Oh, so funny.
What are they thinking?
Yeah, what are they thinking? Weirdos.
So hold on. Does he not know?
I don't know if he knows.
Does he know? Oh, you might know when we put the podcast out. We'll tag him.
You should. I just had an email from his team just before I got here. But you know the ones where you've got to like get a thank you very much. You know the ones where you've got to get permission to open it, sort of thing.
Oh yes.
So I've just been clicking accept all day and let us know what you want, because yeah, it's great when you get an exciting email like that. But I've got no idea what the email's about yet. So I'm waiting for Sean to text us to let us know.
Keep your phone on.
I will. Yeah.
Hot news.
Hot news.
Hot news.
Hot off the
Straight
press,
off the pod.
You see how good of a conversational piece Gordon is.
Gordon's, yeah.
I know.
So basically, Dan was working on a project with a sculptor.
Yeah.
I'm actually editing the film now.
And there's a big story about slavery and the links to North Shields, and this big, massive story about
Mary Ann.
Mary Ann
McCann, who escaped slavery, and she hid in the hull of a boat, and she ended up getting a hole, and then she got herself to North Shields, where she was taken in by a Quaker family.
Wow.
And then she lived quite happily, had a family, until the end of her days.
Wow. Incredible.
So, yeah.
and that was a leftover bit of wood from the sculpture that he was making.
That didn't fit, so he made a little bench out of the wood
made from the
that
ship or something. You got a bit of the original ship. Is that the bench you sat on the bottom deck?
Yeah.
Is that the myth that I'm going to build with that?
You should build this, yeah. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. Build it.
So you made it.
Yes.
We thought it looked like a dog.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And then we called it, just in a WhatsApp ramble, we just released that. See that picture up there on the wall with Sting and Sam Fender? We'd commissioned that to get made. And then we decided to call him Gordon after Sting's real name.
Sting's real name, Gordon.
Aye. It's nice, isn't it? But you see, as a hospitality professional, you.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought me.
Not me. Wouldn't that be a great charcuterie table?
Do you know what I instantly think of as a handbag table? It's obviously a bit large for it, but you know, people get those little cute handbags because of bags nowadays. Obviously, they cost thousands. So like, there's a little rule in hospitality: they're too expensive to live on the floor, so you have these little bag stools by your table.
Bag stool,
yeah.
Nice,
yeah.
Okay.
So it actually reminds me of the ones Alex and Ali have at home. They've got ones that are these little horses. But yours is a dog, technically. I guess.
We're going to slot that into the story of Gordon's purpose.
Yeah,
it is Gordon's
the book
purpose
of his journey in life.
Yeah. We've got a full narrative of it's a children's book.
I think he's going to. You give him the end, and he's going to end up being a bag stool at Restaurant Pine.
Yeah. I've
Gordon's purpose.
Bag stool.
Yeah. I mean, we can elaborate because we picked this up at the weekend because we had an email from a lady, and her name was Helena Hammock. And we thought it was a really good name.
That's a brilliant name.
And then we started going,
I said that should be hanging around all weekend.
Paul Pillow.
Paul Pillow. We're like, that's going in Gordon's book. That's his friends. So his friends are like Paul Pillow and stuff like
David
that. So he goes around doing good. He just so happenstance, you know. So people sit on him and then Gordon comes alive when someone's in trouble.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gives good advice, Gordon. Anyway, that's the book, which we haven't written yet.
Yeah. Good starting piece, I guess. Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
always get the school before
we'll have
story.
a full series before it's even started, but I think it's got. I was going to say
I
it's
love
got
them,
legs,
like,
but
It's a nice bench.
it's a nice little bench, right? So
how's things, mate? Anyway,
Good, full of busy. Yeah, full of busy. Non-stop, really. I just days off now are just like all. Just there's always
split
something.
into one.
There's like there's always. I mean, I was at Riley's yesterday. I shouldn't complain. I had spent about 10 hours at Riley's yesterday, so that was good. Just stacking up oyster lager cans on the beach, you know. It was a good day. It was for Sean's birthday, obviously. But yeah, just full of biz. Just so much going on. Obviously, launching the gin this year. We've just done a collaboration with Wyland Brewery for Third Bite. We've just done a can of lager with them, where like a lot of the proceeds go to cancer research. So
when's the next one?
19th of July, I want to say. Yeah, 19th
It's
of
not
July.
far away.
No, yeah, tokens go live at the end of this month. So obviously we've got that to plan and organise and just, yeah. I mean, Sean does most of the organising and let me tell you, she does not enjoy having to deal with 20 chefs by email because we are useless. Like I don't even know what dish I'm doing yet, and and she doesn't even need to email to ask me, but yeah. Chef's terrible. Notoriously terrible.
Has it not got easier though? Has it not got easier?
Yeah, the whole thing's easier, yeah, for sure. Especially because like half the chefs doing it are returners. So they've got a real good idea of like how to get there. Things like that make it easier for people than just...
You know what this is, by the way? Bite back.
yeah, I do. I've seen this.
I didn't mean that in a patronising way.
No.
It was like a segue into an explanation.
No, but please tell the people who might not know about it. So yeah.
So Carl, you want to tell me about that?
Bite back, it was actually... well, actually, we don't call it bite back anyway. I'm wearing one of the original T-shirts. We got in a little bit of trouble over the name, and everyone's like, "Why'd you change the name?" And I was like, "Because bite back was already a name of this is a story." A very famous chef. We got a little bit of a cease and desist thing going on. So now it's second bite, third bite from now on.
Okay.
So, if that chef's watching, ignore this T-shirt. It was original merchandise. I'm sorry.
Did you buy that T-shirt?
Yes, yeah,
exactly.
100%.
You can wear what you want.
Yeah, well,
you know what I mean.
But anyway, yeah, it was born out of. It was Sean. We're having a conversation with Sir Brendan Foster. Mm-hmm. It was on a GBM shoot when it was the Olympic year, so we went to see Brendan Foster for like one of those like VT cutaway video things. And Sean had asked Sir Brendan, because we did it at the Great Run headquarters, and Sean was like, "How did you come about like Great North and like what? Obviously, you're an Olympian, you love running, obviously, but what gave you the idea of the Great North Run?" And he told us a story about how he had a friend, and it was in New Zealand, where he organised this charity run, and it was all the way down the coast of New Zealand. And he was just like, why can't I do this sort of thing back in Newcastle? So he told us about that. And then Sean was like, why can't we use our connections in the industry to raise some money and, lean on our pals a bit? Because doing, Great British Menu and like just being in the industry in general, you meet so many chefs when you go to like your award ceremonies and all that. You meet so many people, and I think a lot of like cancer research and people like that really struggle to like break into industries to get support. But like if you're already in the industry from the inside, it's quite easy for us. Like I make 20 phone calls. We have people coming up to us now being like, I have to do it. Please let me do it. And I almost feel like I have to apologize when I don't invite people back to it because they almost feel like it's nothing against you. I just need to keep things moving and things fresh. And yeah, it's a hell of a thing.
Did you get any pushback with it though? Because I know, like, chefs, you're busy people. You know what I mean? And like when it's a new thing, was there any? Oh, did people just snap your hand off straight
Most
away?
people snap their hands off. There's a few people that I've asked to do it and they've said no, which is fine because hospitality, it's a hectic industry. So some people just don't have time. People have got multiple restaurants. They've got to be on different sites and they barely get a day off as it is. So I never begrudge anyone saying no. Normally, if someone can't do it, they'll send me a voucher anyway for their restaurant and raise, because we run an auction bid site alongside it. So we raise a bit of cash for that as well. Cy King and Terry did a cook at home dinner.
Didn't they?
And it was funny because I mean, one would have been like enough, you know, and it was a big prize. But of course, someone came out and said, "Oh, I'll give you the same amount of money. I'll match the money when you do it twice." And of course, you know, Terry and Cy being the generous people that they are, they said yes. But I don't know how much Terry wanted to do that. But I do thank them for it because that raised some money. I think that prize raised something like 18-20 grand over the two.
Really?
Yeah, I think it went for like 10 or 8 grand or something like that. Yeah,
that's massive.
Just having them two cook free. I mean, it's Terry cooking and Cy talking. Obviously, it's as great a cook as Cy is. I think he took the role of host. I imagine
same as that show in December, wasn't it?
Oh man, it was wild, that wasn't it?
Yeah,
it's an experience though. Do you know I did a show with Cy?
Like on stage?
I did a live show.
I think I told about it. Yeah, I've not watched it.
I walked past it the other day and I was like, that's like a really surreal memory. Feels like it didn't happen.
Was it like a sit down, like
no, it was
chair deal?
The first half was like I had to like interview him and Rory whilst they're cooking.
Oh, right.
Like,
so
it was all about proper. Half,
yeah.
And the second half was just me and Cy.
Yeah.
Like a sort of in conversation with.
Aye, and I think it was just Rory telling Cy off and that. You know?
Was it?
In the kitchen.
It was so surreal.
Yeah, it's funny how much you get told off as the boss. I will point that out. You get told off. Well, I think I get told off more now as an owner of a business than I ever did as like coming up through the ranks.
Well, the fact is, it's Rory's lane. It's his world.
Yeah,
it's like, get off my stuff, but I know where everything is.
Yeah.
So it's funny.
I was so nervous though. Do you know? I mean, because you do like you crop on telly now and again, right?
But I've done a bit now. Yeah.
Do you remember your first time that you did it? What was your first opportunity on telly? Was it Great British Menu?
Yeah, I think it was Great British Menu season 18.
So when was that then?
That was 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, year after Pine opened, yeah.
Was that the first thing though? Like
that was the first thing. Then I did a thing with Gordon Ramsay, like one of those, I can't remember what the name of that show was. It was basically a set people challenges. They kept the track on.
Oh, that's where they kept the track on.
Yes.
It was like
I can't think what it's
We
called.
Sport was production team at the time. We were getting different businesses in.
Yeah.
I can't remember what you call it now.
Was
But
that
it was like
show?
sort of.
It's going to take some editing.
Was it like street food entrepreneurs? Sort of thing?
Yeah.
Competition for it.
Hey, Lonnie.
Google search out. Where's the Google search?
Stato.
Yeah.
We'll start this.
Right.
No what was that show called?
Yeah.
Fuck.
High Street. No, not High Street.
Hang on, I can just look. I can quickly have a little look.
Right, I'm going to go through all the letters of the alphabet and see if you can attach a word.
I don't know.
Must have Ramsay's name at the front of it, was it? Was it not one of them?
He's got so many shows that I can probably find it quicker because I've got a post.
Ramsay's Rail Feasts.
It was
very good. I like that one.
Come up, Gordon's Great Escape or
hang on, wait
Ramsay's Secret Service.
Future Food Stars.
Future Food Stars. That's
Food
the
Stars.
I've only got to look at one post to see it. You've got to look through Gordon
to be
Ramsay's.
followed up very soon with Gordon's Purpose.
Exactly. Yeah.
But he's soul searching.
He's soul searching now.
So yeah, I did did Future Food Stars with Gordon Ramsay. Mm-hmm. So that was like the second thing I did. I was more nervous for that than I was going actually Great British Menu.
Really?
Because Great British Menu, you're cooking like it's as soon as those cameras start rolling, you're cooking like you're just doing what you do day in day out. Yeah. But with Gordon, it was funny though. Once I had loads of great conversation with Gordon, and like I thought it was good TV. And then when they did all the editing, it was just me answering Gordon questions, and it was just me going, yeah. They just edited me just saying yeah. And I was like, I'm sure I had more conversations. I feel like it's not about. It wasn't about me at all on that. So it was just me saying yep.
Oh, isn't that frustrating though? It's like
you feel like you put lots of work into it.
You've got one thing in the back of your head. You think. I nailed that bit. I can't wait to hear that. You think, where did that go?
The whole hour-long conversation had a great insight there. Edit.
Yeah. Yeah. Was like that.
It's like being in court.
I wonder why you were more nervous for that one then.
Just because I could barely sleep the night before. I think that's wherever it was filmed. It was in like a busy street with like nightclubs outside. They didn't exactly put us up in the Ritz, and I could barely sleep the night before that. Just like the whole. Whatever you do in life, I guess you always want to do it well, and when there's that additional pressure, it's only because you care. And obviously it was quite big. That was the first time we met Gordon, but obviously met him quite a few times now, so it would be less nerve-wracking doing it now. If he ever reaches out for more work, I'd be.
Gordon will send you a Gordon T-shirt if you. Yeah. But when you did when you did Great British Menu the first time. Like, I guess you had no frame of reference. You hadn't done it before. So
no,
it was just straight in.
No, and like a lot of the people I'd talked to, they'd done it like Kenny Atkinson and people like that. They'd done it years ago. I always joke with Kenny that it was black and white when he did it. It was that long ago, but Back then, though, that the program was so different. Like when Kenny did it, there was 3 chefs competing, and you all cooked your menu, and no one went home halfway. Basically, you got to cook your whole menu, and it was a bit rougher. I think back then people were a bit stab you in the back sort of stuff. It wasn't.
Yeah.
I think there was this transition, like there was in the industry, of trying to help the industry's image a bit more. And a bit more positive. It wasn't just people going,
is that why you've all got crap, like praise each other and all that, and it's all positive?
Yeah, but it should be. I mean, that you should be there supporting each other. I always say on that competition, it's like you against the judges. It's like you and the other chefs against the judges. It's not like you against the other chefs in a way, because you don't know what the judges think.
Yeah,
like it's just the food is the food. It's all You've practiced your dishes. What will be will be. There's nothing you can change other than cooking it perfectly on the day. And it's all down to the judges sat in that room.
There's a lot of pressure as well from where you're from, putting something like that in. Because it tends to be that, isn't it? You lean into having something from where you are.
Yeah, obviously the competition, they ask you to use ingredients from your region, local produce, like which is great. Yeah. And you get to show off a lot of your favourite suppliers. Like I use like Bustin' Potatoes.
I was going to say, what was your first menu when you on your first?
Oh God, stint? The first one.
Did you go around everyone? Can you do us a favour? Doing all that kind of stuff.
A couple of spuds.
No, I wasn't begging for potatoes or anything. No, I can remember that the fish dish. I did like this whole place like stuff. That was terrible. I did, but I scored well. But like looking back now, I'm like, oh, that's terrible. Like, what were you thinking? But I think I've learned about the competition of like what a GBM dish is. Like it's not a restaurant dish. It's not something I put on a pie.
And you said you were only 1 year into pieing though as well.
Yeah, it was 1 year into pieing.
So you're probably still working out. Yeah,
I was
what you were doing
like 5-6 days a week of pieing back then. Where there was only 3 chefs. There was only me, Ian, and Esme, the pastry chef that we opened pieing with. And now, I mean, we're on 5, and we're probably looking to grow to 6 chefs now.
Yeah,
I mean that back then the business, Christ, it was we were doing 24 servings as a taste menu, which was ridiculous. Ian probably spoke about it, but we reached a stage where we'd keep putting dishes on but not taking one off, and it got to 24 and there was only 3 chefs. But now I think we only do like 18 servings and there's 5 chefs and we're about to be 6. So looking back, we're now like, I mean, the business as a whole, we opened with 9 staff. Now we're on like 28, 29 staff. It's crazy for a night table restaurant.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's absolutely mad. A lot of those are like part-timers. You'll get a kid working like 1 6-hour shift a week or whatever, but like it's, you've still employed them and they're still working for you.
It was lush hearing that story though, when Ian came in, he was telling like, I mean, you might have different perspectives, you know what I mean? But when he was talking, how he basically said you almost just hoodwinked your partners into, we're just going to open like a little bit.
Yeah. No, I see it exactly how Ian sees it. That's exactly what we did. Yeah, no. It's funny because when I invited Ian and Ness up I would never have even opened Pine if they didn't say yes. Because without them it wouldn't have been Pine. But when I invited them up, they thought it was like this one big setup, because even my landlord was walking around the farm at the time and he had a house that was up for rent. He was like, "Oh, come look at this house," and it wasn't pre-staged or anything. At the end of it, they were like, "Did you stage that?" I was like, "No, I didn't stage it. It just so happens that he was walking past and he,
just came around the corner.
And the house is just up the road. Yeah,
the fresh loaf.
Yeah. Oh, look how great Northumberland is. Yeah.
How to sell anyone fresh bread.
But it's 5 years of pine now. It's absolutely crazy.
That's mad,
to think. Yeah, little barn in the middle of Northumberland.
But you're starting off with an idea, and it's just going into that idea. I think we talked about that last time, didn't we? It's sort of what's that leap of faith that you take. You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, and you're putting a lot of pressure on, will this work as well?
I think because of lockdown, me and Sean started a little afternoon tea company. I don't know if it's called Afternoon Tea. I got to name that one. And it was like 3 weeks into lockdown, and I can't sit around the house and do nothing. I'm just like, I can barely watch a film from start to end without starting to think about something else. And like, I was just like, nah, we can't. I knew I had this feeling it was going to last for months. I was like, this is going to last for months. Like, I had all this kit at home. I bought a freezer, stuck it in one of the sheds outside so I could like bulk prep stuff. And we were doing 130, 150 afternoon teas over a weekend. So we'd go out delivering them as well. So we'd Monday to Thursday, I'd prep it all.
Yeah.
And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, from like morning till the afternoon, we'd go out driving. Sometimes separately, because there was that many deliveries, me and Sean would both go out. But what's funny is when we built the website, we would build it so you'd be able to pick a time slot for your delivery. It's like anywhere between 12 and 3, right?
Anywhere between Tuesday and Friday.
Every single person would just click 12. I'd be like, so basically we'd set up at 9 with the thought of like half the people are going to get it early, the other half are going to get it late because everyone's picked 12 o'clock. But off the back of doing that, it gave us the confidence to be like, do you know what it is? And at that point, I was so sick of working for other people. I came out of working at a hotel and I'd moved back home for it. It's just like, it was like always an uphill struggle. It was almost like sometimes you'd want to make something better than the actual people running the hotel did. And you'd get kickback off it and you'd be like, why don't you want this to be better? I'll make this better for you.
It's like stifling ambition.
Yeah. So when COVID came, we did our afternoon tea. I was like, do you know what it is? I don't want to go back for working for other people. And when we do open something, I want to not do any of the things that annoyed us. So I always have that in mind, like things that annoyed me when I was working in other people's businesses to try and just like, so like when we opened 4.5 days, and then I quickly realized that no one wanted to work that half day. So we worked out a way to get it down to 4 days.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, just making better. And now we only work 45 hours. Well, most people do. Like me and Ian probably work a bit more, and Sean and Ness probably a bit more. But
turns on its head though, doesn't it? Like when you talk about an industry that, I mean, I was telling you about it earlier. I was with somebody talking about how hard it is to keep staff.
Yeah.
The reputation the industry's got. Like, it takes people like you guys to sort of shift the needle a bit on that and make people think, actually, you can still do, like, incredible things. I mean, to at the highest level. But then still have a good working culture at the same time.
Yeah.
So people, are going to get a good job,
but
they're not going to be run into the ground. I mean, like, prior to Pine, I mean, I remember days of doing, like, going out on the drink on a split shift and having to work till like 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was just the norm, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, there's times you go into work in a restaurant. I mean, I remember doing shifts where like a Saturday split shift, 9 o'clock till 3.
Yeah.
And then you go out and you think, there's no point going home. I go and sit,
It's funny because you're on a 48-hour contract getting paid X amount of money. So sometimes you'd get to like your Friday and you'd be already done your 48 hours. So then you think, hang on, I'm working Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
But essentially, I'm not getting paid for the next 2 days because I've already done my 48 hours. And that was a huge thing in our industry. And it still is, really.
Yeah.
We've really, like, fine-tooth comb sort of worked a way out to get, like, people's hours down. And now we pay, every hour over. So as a business owner, my thought is, like, get people away either on early finishes or late starts because otherwise I'll have to pay them. It's on me. I have to pay them.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just not have them here. So it works out great because people get extra. They only working 4 days and they get an extra night off twice a month. But yeah.
Do you find it's been easier to keep people then with that?
Yeah, we've not lost barely any staff in 5 years. Yeah, honestly, like there's people come and go because like you might get people like youngsters who are here for uni or whatever and do part-timers. They've come and gone, but the core team has been pretty solid. Obviously, there's me, Sean, Ian, and Ness. That is Pine, and then most of the time when we're hiring to like grow rather than to replace.
Yeah,
which is I like to think it's down to how we run the business. That's that's the reason really.
Because I mean, Ian mentioned a lot about it's just. The culture's changed massively.
Oh yeah, big time.
And it's not kind of grinding you to a nub. Do you know what I mean? To lose your mind in.
Well, Ian always says it's like we're not saving lives, we're cooking food. Like it's people have got kids. It's a great feeling when you can give someone a night off and they get to go home and spend it with their kids and wife, and you're doing the right thing and they're working the right hours and.
But have you got to pick up the pieces though?
Yeah, I mean, it's
you're
funny.
the boss, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? You're going to be working just as long, if not longer.
It is. It's really
helping somebody else.
Exactly, it is. But it's almost like be the change you want to see, sort of thing. Because just like I said, like I'm now back in this point of like I'm working the 60 hours I used to work, and I'm in that same boat.
Yeah.
But I have found that now we're like taking a few more risks, and we've got a couple more projects coming out this year. That'll afford us another chef, and I think we'll eventually, after 5 years, me and Ian will hopefully be able to get a bit of time back, which is the dream.
So do you look at other projects as like you can help yourselves out?
I've got a project lined up where basically it's gonna probably pay for another chef at Pine just by doing like a sort of ambassador sort of thing for something else. But,
all right, okay.
And that's how but that money from that, which I'll have to still do work for, will just pay for another chef. But that'll free me up a bit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're putting yourself in there to pay.
Yeah, there is a bit of that.
Yeah. How do we make that happen? I'll tell you what, we just take that from there and then put it over there.
It's just the way it is.
It is, yeah.
What about these sort of projects, like the stuff with Heppel? Are they going to be...
Yeah,
is that just for the restaurant?
These are just like little passion projects. Yeah, the gin that we've done with Heppel, it's funny because as a chef,
I'll always love these bottles.
They made a beautiful bottle. It's all about the shape of the juniper branches. That was the inspiration behind it, and the work that's gone into that is stunning just in itself. But I was saying, I never have. People always ask you, "What do you cook at home?" Like for me, it's an out because I've never got anything in the fridge because I'm at work so often. I've never got anything in the fridge. So
a tin of beans.
Yeah, if that. Honest to God, if that. And I love a gin and tonic. It's my favourite drink. Okay. And I never have a lemon at home. You should always have lemon or lime in your gin and tonic, right? So I developed with Chris at Heppel a gin which uses loads of lemon verbena from our garden. So it's got that like natural sort of citrus herbal note to it. So you just need your ice, no
so you
slice.
never have that sort of 11 o'clock at night fear of having no lime or lemon in the house.
Yeah, that really hard.
It's not a nice moment.
That hard lemon that you've had in your fruit bowl. That's
you try to roll it.
Half dust, half.
You try to roll it your best to
brick,
get something out of it.
Yeah. Microwave it. That's the way. Microwave it. That's the way.
It's like cutting the edge off a sourdough, isn't it?
If you ever get a hard lemon or lime, microwave it for 30 seconds. It's good.
Really?
Yeah, it's a top tip for you. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. I'm into these little chef hacks now. Have you got an air fryer?
I have, yeah.
I absolutely love the air fryers. I hear chefs talking trash about air fryers. They're absolutely unbelievable. It's an oven that you don't have to wait for to heat up. So when you get in, I'll get in at like 1, 2 in the morning. If I was to cook something in the oven, you've got to wait 10 minutes for it to heat up before you even put it in.
Yeah.
If you can be bothered to wait for it to heat up to put it in. Normally you just work out the time difference and kick it in. But the air fryer, frozen gyoza, 6 minutes from frozen, done, crispy, perfect. It's like,
do you know what it is?
Unbelievable. What a bit of kit.
My lass is going to be furious with me because I kicked right back. Right. The air fryer, right?
Oh, you were so
I didn't
wrong.
want one.
You were so wrong.
I didn't want one because I had this. I'm going to sound the arsehole in the room, right? It was. I was like, I know I can say it now. I was like, oh man, but it means like I'm like unskilling myself, and I'm like, oh well. But then she brought one home, and I was like, it was Christmas Day.
Yeah.
And I was cooking that. We always have like Eggs Benedict on a morning, Christmas Day, right? So I was making hollandaise and I get pissed off because there's never like any space to put anything. And I was like, let's keep that stuff in there. And I'd literally put muffins in there, right? And just keep it on the warm temperature.
I've done a whole chicken dinner in an air fryer.
And then all of a sudden I was like, hold on a minute. It's just a tool.
It's
a tool to enhance my cooking ability. Right? So now I've got all things going on at once. You've got the hobs on, you've got ovens are working, the air fryer's on.
I've got another friend in the room.
It is.
That's it. It's another friend in the room.
Just make your life easier.
That's make your life
easier. It's great at some things, I've got to say.
Unbelievable. Like I did this morning? I did bagels. Bacon in first.
Yeah.
I did bacon 6 minutes, then slice your bagel open, put that in for 2, just on top of the bacon. Who cares? Get it back in. Cook your scrambled eggs on the side. You've got bacon and egg bagel in like 10 minutes. Yeah. And like just heating up your grill, it's got 5 minutes to heat up. Then you've got the grill tray you've got to always clean, which is massive, doesn't fit in the dishwasher. So you've got to clean it by hand.
That is a benefit of those little trays.
The air fryer, you can put hot water in it, put it on max crisp for 10 minutes, and dip out all the stuff. Yeah,
everybody's been banging on about an air fryer.
Oh, honestly, it is. It's great.
Just time saving. Just time saving.
Seem like a shark.
Especially you're cooking for like. I mean, I've got 2 grown. Like my kids are 16 and 18. And they've always got mates around in that. Let's just chuck all that in there.
Sounds good. Bulk. Right, so can I ask you a serious question here, right?
I've got a serious face.
I have. What do you remove from the workbench to put the air fryer on?
I removed my toaster for some reason.
Toaster goes, is it?
Yeah, because you can toast as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So goodbye, Mr. Toaster. You're all redundant anymore.
Yeah. I don't need the toaster.
Okay.
It was that one bit, when you're looking for a fuse around the house, it was always the toaster I'd nick the fuse out of because and it just got to that point, and in fact, even the kettle's gone now. I've got a fancy.
What's the worst appliance?
What's the worst thing I can steal a fuse out of?
I upgraded my kettle. I got rid of my toaster, but I upgraded my kettle.
Well, I don't want to show off, but I've got one of those like coffee machines with the wand, and you froth your milk, and it's got like a hot water tap on it.
Yeah.
So bye kettle too. Yeah.
I got a Ninja kettle.
Oh, I bet that's good. They make some good kit, yeah.
Mate.
Quick.
It's quick. Boils at multiple temperatures.
Yeah.
And keeps its temperature for 30 minutes.
Wow. Oh, so it sits hot.
So you can, yeah. You can
probably costing you a fortune in electricity doing that, but yeah, just in case you want a second coffee, it's just got to simmer in for half an hour. Yeah.
I call it
good thing energy prices are so cheap at the minute.
It's good.
I just wanted like on tap boiling water all the time. I like that.
You know what it is?
I've been at a posh house in London lately, do you know what I mean, for a shoot, and I was like kind of
scalding myself every day.
That's perfect. That it's just hot water.
Wouldn't you though? I'd be scalding myself.
Yeah.
A couple of drinks, you go in the house, you go use a tap and you put the hot one on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but filter ice cold. It's a beautiful thing.
I'm not a fan of ice cold water.
Oh, you're not? Oh,
filter ice cold and then hot water.
I said to Sean, like when we bought a fridge the last time we got one with the ice machine, I was like, once you've got an ice machine in your fridge, you've made it in life.
On the front?
Yeah. On the front.
Oh, man.
There was one, and I really wanted to get it.
I do feel the same way, by the way.
No. There's a couple of things in life that I think you've really made it when you get it. If you get a double door fridge with an ice machine on, you've made it. And if you can afford to buy steak knives at your restaurant, you've made it as well. Because they're usually about 200 quid each, and you've got to buy 30. And let me tell you, it's a lot of cash. Yeah.
You just keep in the fancy cupboard. You show people, don't you? You just got to show people. Yeah, like the fancy cutlery in your house.
Have you seen that on the fridges now? And I don't know why it's such a good thing because it makes no sense, but you get this little hatch on the front, so you keep your beers on the inside of the door.
Oh, and you can still see it.
And you can see your beers, and you open this little hatch. And it's just another door you open on your fridge, but it's just direct to the beers.
Yeah.
You know?
I was in Costco last week, of all places.
Yeah.
And I like perused the fridges.
Yeah.
And they had like Google fridges.
Google fridges.
Smart fridges.
You get smart ovens, so you can turn them on from home and stuff.
Mate,
so
honestly.
if you replace something, it kind of adds to your shop. Yeah. That's the American one. I hear it all in
It's great Costco,
So, yeah.
That's brilliant.
I love Costco.
It's a place where dreams are made of.
It really is. Like it's somewhere you go with no intention to spend any money, and you spend like 600 quid.
I took my 20-odd-year-old nephew just for because he was like, I've never been before.
Yeah.
He walked out like 80 quid shy, like a big plate. Walked out with a tray of sushi that I was thinking,
like,
you're never going to be able to eat that yourself.
12 giant muffins, like, you know.
Walked around
with 700 toilet rolls.
700 toilet rolls and a sensory, like, blanket.
A sensory
blanket. Oh, I love the feel. Where's this guy come from?
Yeah.
Oh, he's broke.
Imagine that. Costco.
Yeah. I've been, but
it's wild.
I know. It's just, but if you want to buy things in bulk, it's fine. That's all I'll say. Because the missus goes, "You want to go to Costco?" I'm like, "What for?"
Hot dogs.
The things that I find Costco useful for, like the things that you run out of the most. You're like, "Have you got any of that?" No, I've run out. Like toothpaste, cat litter, shampoo,
toilet rolls,
and beer. Right. So I have a shed outside of those 4 key things of my life, and so I never have to just nip out for cat litter or nip out for toothpaste. I've just got a shed outside for them.
The Costco shed.
Yeah, little Costco shed. Yeah,
I do like a backup system.
Like backup. It's like something. Yeah. It's like those Americans where they're like preppers are they called? It's like being a prepper, but just like a casual prepper.
Just shows the difference in my house then, right? So what we went a couple of weeks ago. We came back with a bulk. It must be like a 4-litre bottle of soy sauce.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's no way to put it. That's what I got rid of. That's what I got rid of to put the air fryer in.
Yeah. Just a bottle of soy sauce.
Just a bottle of soy sauce. Yeah. We've got a massive tub of Cornish sea salt. Right.
Yeah.
A multi-pack of large jars of sauerkraut.
Yeah.
And I think a huge tub of olives that I nearly broke my tooth on at the weekend.
I bought a 3 kilo tub of Branson pickle, I think, and it's something that you run out of, and it's just like it doesn't go out of date. It's fine.
Yeah.
Now I just have it with everything because it's always there. It's one of those like last few remaining things I've got in my cupboard. So
so
good. I think that and mustard as well. Dijon mustard. You go just give it a mix up. It's fine.
Yeah.
It never goes off.
Remember when they changed from big pickle to that sandwich spread, that smaller stuff? I remember when that came out. Do you know what I mean? That was incredible. Yeah, I remember when you were that.
I mean, I had 2 jars in the fridge. Always had chunky Branson pickle. Yeah. But then that one's it's like a paste.
Yeah, it's
horrible.
You don't like the thinner one? I prefer the thicker one.
I prefer the thick one. I like the crunch.
Yeah.
And I love a piccalilli.
I love piccalilli, Piccalilli's probably.
Do you ever eat it at the altar of your fridge with a spoon?
Yes, no, but
with a door.
Well with ham. Yeah,
I do.
Do you just use a slice of ham as a vessel at the fridge?
Mitch, I was just going to say that.
Stuff the middle and cup it together.
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
I have cut off a bit of cheddar
Yeah.
and scooped Branston pickle out of a jar with it.
It's funny, you know, at Pine we have like you do your snacks at the start, and it's all finger food. You get like one person a month maybe go, do I get any cutlery? And it's like, have you ever eaten ham out of your fridge? You know, and I find myself saying that because one of them is just a slice of charcuterie, and it's just like, do I get any? It's like, have you never eaten ham out of your fridge before? It's just like that, just off a plate. You know?
I tell you what, there's no better than good, nice cooked ham and a pot of peas pudding. That's it. On top, straight in. I can have that all day long.
Yeah.
It's the best thing in the world.
Do you think it's dying out though, the ham and peas pudding sandwich? Do you think it's dying? I feel like it's not as where do you get
prevalent.
it? Do you know it's not like you'd expect it? Why don't Greg's do that in the little sandwich? Sort of,
It used to be.
Is that
it
a
used
thing?
to be a stotty, ham and peas pudding.
Like a half stotty,
We've
isn't it?
talked about before.
Used to
half
have half
stotty.
stotty. They still
Ham and peas
do, but they do the quarter ones now, don't they?
But it's
Or the little ones.
but thick butter. If you get that lovely salted thick butter on that
Salt,
butter.
yeah, got to have the salt.
It's no better because when you bite
you're
it,
right
you cut
there.
through
That
that
layer
lovely bit of butter in.
salted with the peas
Salted
pudding.
butter and ham. Yeah.
Perfect, isn't
So
it?
good.
Yeah.
It's like a condiment in
I
itself.
don't want it to
isn't
die
it?
out.
Yeah.
I would hate it to die out because I think it's a great thing.
Yeah, just you never see it. Like, and it is like a natural.
Yeah.
It's almost like part of the Geordie sort of, you know.
As soon as you go past the North East sign, they just hand you. Some
Yeah,
ham and
exactly.
peas
Like when you're in a race and they hand you a bottle of water, you just get
Yeah, get that down your
peas
son.
pudding when you're walking past the Angel of the North and that. Yeah.
No, that's a sign. Yeah. You got to pull up at the service station.
That's an interesting question. It's quite a serious one. Right. So, do you ever feel, as a restaurateur and a chef, like an obligation with stuff like that? Because I'm such a purist, right?
Oh, you're trying
That's
to
a big question.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, but I just,
Ramming samples
laughing a
down
lot.
people's thoughts on that.
Well, not ramming, like, just prodding them.
You tickle them.
But, like, I don't know. Like,
No.
do you,
I guess
yeah,
it's the answer.
ethos-wise, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to word this question.
No, but I kind of know
know
what
where
you're
I'm
saying.
coming
Do
from.
you feel like
Like,
an obligation to like represent Northeast with like Northeast
Yeah.
sort of traditional?
'Cause it's
foods?
interesting how you
And I'm
approach
sat here
just-
asking why no one's doing it anymore, and I'm not doing it myself, sort of thing. But no, I don't think just because of the restaurant that Pine is, I don't think I could even. You know, how do you work peas pudding and ham? And
Yeah.
I've got more exciting things to give people. Is my answer to that?
Just the Barbie while they're waiting, man. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's a good,
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
good thing. I mean, I asked the question, not favouring either answer.
Yeah.
Because, like, what you're doing is pushing boundaries and
Yeah,
pushing things
it's
on.
hard
you
to
know
push
what I mean?
boundaries with ham and peas pudding.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
we're like we're like inoculating peas with koji and like
Yeah. Next couple of years, I'm going to set up a new restaurant. Like dehydrated peas pudding and that.
Well, I was thinking-
peas pudding smoke.
I was thinking this today, and it was on. So I was thinking about Greg's. So I was reading about why Greg's don't pay VAT because they don't. Because it came in my head because every time you go to Greg's, you never get hot anything anymore. At one point, it used to be quite hot, and then you
Yeah.
But now it feels lucky when you get a hot pasty, doesn't it? You feel like you've really hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
Because they let it go cold. Now I was thinking to myself, why don't they just have heat lamps and just keep this warm all the time? Because they have to pay VAT for serving hot food. So it's they get away with not paying 20% VAT.
Really?
Yeah.
They get away with not paying 20% VAT.
Because there's a difference of it just being hot out the oven,
Hot out the oven.
being presented,
Yeah.
to it being kept hot, to be served hot.
Yeah.
Right, because I had my boy in the van yesterday and he was like, bit into it, sausage roll, and he's like, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold. He was gutted.
Yeah.
But then he had the chicken bake. That was hot, so he was happy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I had the chicken roll. I thought I'd give it a go last
What was
week.
it like? No? Did you say the heck thing?
It was like a very small body and a huge coffin of pastry.
Oh, okay.
Like it
So
was just
it was a loose blanket.
Like it was,
Yeah.
It was a very, very thin bit of processed chicken and paste or whatever it was.
Do you know what
And it was
the main ingredient in every single Greg's pastry is? It's the biggest ingredient. Have a guess. Because I had a friend who worked at the factory for a number of years. And when he told me, I was like, oh, that's I assume he's right.
Okay.
What do you think the number one ingredient is?
The tears of 1,000 Geordies.
It's wet. That's a good. It is wet.
Ooh, okay, right, okay. Not water, is it?
It's water. Yeah, it's the number one ingredient in everything that they do. Which must be
mad.
great, but like when you think about it, a lot of what all their sauces will just be powders and thickened back with water or whatever. And yeah, but apparently water is like the number one ingredient in everything they do.
Mad, isn't it?
I don't know how much you two like Greg, so I just thought, drop some Greg's knowledge on you.
No, we'll get on to it later.
Yeah, no.
Cross that bridge.
Yeah.
Cross that sausage roll bridge.
So, your Great British Menu thing, because I haven't talked about that properly. Go back to the original one, your first one.
Yeah.
Did you, like, with you only being so far down the line with Pine, were you like, still feeling your way around what Pine was at the time?
Yeah.
And still kind of evolving?
Yeah, I think Pine had, like, a good identity from the off, because we basically were ready to open when lockdown kicked in. Yeah. Worst possible time to think about opening a restaurant. And then so we basically had 6 months to really, like, work on stuff at Pine. We would be out foraging, every other day we'd be making charcuterie. Mm-hmm. We were making charcuterie out of the meat that we were going to open with. Like, we'd bought in, like, pigs and what have you. So we were making charcuterie. I think we even made venison charcuterie out of, like, the haunches, which you'd never normally do. But because we had them, we were like, we're going to have to do something with them. And, we had a lot of time to develop and, like, create quite an extensive larder for when we opened. So that really helped. I feel like we felt like we were ready to open, but maybe we weren't that ready to open. So I think that buffer of time really helped us. But yeah, if we were feeling our way around, and obviously doing GBM in year one was tough. Just finding that time, because like anyone who's ever done Great British Menu will tell you don't have time in your normal day-to-day to work on it. And you shouldn't be just using your restaurant dishes. So what you do is you come in on a Monday or a Tuesday on your days off, and you think it's just, you're just working on one dish, how hard can it be? But like, there's so much to it. And then you don't have a KP, and so you've got to wash all your own dishes at the end of the day, and you've got to wash as you go. And it's like...
what was the recording schedule like? Because we've heard people talk about MasterChef on here, haven't we? Mm-hmm. What was it like? How intense was it? Like how...
look, I describe it from the phone call of will you do it to getting to the banquet is like 6 months of your life.
Yeah.
If you take it seriously, which I do, like I go to sleep thinking about it, I wake up in the morning thinking about it straight away, like properly invested. I was saying to Ian the other day, it actually like stifles my other creativity because you're so focused on that.
Yeah. You're changing hats though, it's a like, different lane.
Exactly,
really,
yeah.
So.
Like I said to Ian, I was like, I can actually think about Pine again, like fully invest in my number one, what is, my number one job. And but yeah, you get the phone call, you're given sort of 3-4 weeks to go back to them with your ideas.
So you don't apply? You get approached?
No, you get approached. Mm-hmm. They usually do it after the top 100 restaurant list comes out.
Yeah.
You're waiting for yours, for being a judge.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to have won to become a judge, so you've got to go through the competition.
I've got this ham and peas.
Croquette or something. Yeah.
It's in between two slices of bread.
It's peas pudding jelly.
But yeah, to go back to your question, it was like you get 4 weeks to think about it with your ideas. You go back to them with your ideas. Some ideas get bounced back because it's the BBC and they can't do this, they can't do that. So you go back to them with your ideas. Then you've got 2 weeks to write all your recipes and send off the and like you've not developed any of the recipes yet.
I was going to ask that. So
you write stuff, but it's not. It changes. I would be like constantly back and forth, and be like, I've changed this. So you constantly updating, and then so you've got from then, depending on what week you go. Obviously, there's 8 weeks with a week off for them in the middle, so it's like over 9 before the banquet week. So you've maybe got 6 or 7 weeks before week 1 starts filming. But a little tip is if you always just say I can't do the first 5 weeks, you usually get one of the last 3. So every single, except the second year they didn't let me get away with it. The first and last one I was like, I'm on. If they want you enough and you say, oh, sorry, I'm on holiday. I've got people on holiday. I can't do that week, or that week. Yeah. Which week's going to do? The last 2, because it gives you another 6 weeks of practice and time to think about it. And like it lets you be more prepared.
Playing that game. Like
you've got to take every, you've got to take, it's not cheating, it's just like knowing the game a bit.
Of course it is. Yeah.
It's like when you go back for the second time, you already know where everything is, you know how it works, I always say, you know what you can get away with a little bit more. Like there's a part on the show where the judge comes around and says, oh, what you're cooking, they look at your box of stuff, right? So you've got all your ingredients laid out in front of you. So whilst the judge is going to all the other 3 chefs, you should just be like peeling and chopping for your life. They're always just like, just take your time, make sure you've got enough to fill the half an hour because we're going to film for about half an hour. And then in my head, I'm just thinking, I'm going to peel and chop every last thing, pick down that I can possibly do in this half an hour. Mm-hmm. And you see people just stood there like listening to what everyone else is doing, like, oh, that's really nice. I'm just there.
You're like, crack on, lads, come on.
Get this prep done. Yeah.
It's actually intimidating. So I've been watching some reruns.
Yeah.
in advance of you coming on.
Yeah.
Right? But that, they do that appraisal thing where you go,
yeah.
What do you call what do you call
like you go down to like what they call the cellar.
Yeah.
Which is just some like wooden walls painted with wine bottles sort of thing, you know, and you stand over a barrel and you...
It's like gaslighting when they're going, so you think that's do
you think that's seasoned enough? Do you think that's
you must be going, what?
Tell you, my trick with that is, and it maybe comes across cocky, but just like always ask for high scores, and never give them an inch. Even if you in the back of your mind you think maybe that is a bit under seasoned, that's perfect. It's just how I planned it. Because if you give them doubt, when you get back to the kitchen and they're stood there with their scorecard, and they read and offer it, they will essentially just read off the ammunition that you've just given them. So even if you think it was not, let them, if they want to call you up,
second guess themselves.
Let them second guess. You play the game. I'm just like, it's exactly how I planned it every single time. What do you want? I want 9s and 10s. That's what I want. I didn't come here for 6s and 7s. I want 9s and 10s. And it comes across cocky, but like I would say to people, like, if you've put 6 months of work into something, why are you not hoping for 9s and 10s? Something must have gone wrong because I always say, like, you should be going on with 4 10s.
Yeah.
In your mind, like, you should get those dishes to the point where they are 4 10s. Otherwise, what's the point? Like,
but you've also set your own path as well. If you start being like, didn't go as well as I thought it was, you know, I think it's probably about a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, but if things go wrong and you think it's a 10, and you think, oh, maybe I got that a bit wrong, then it's only a 9 or an 8. Do you know what I mean? You're only dropping from the very top. You don't want to start with a 7 and then drop to a 5. You know, if you only believe it's a 7 to start with, what's the point?
Yeah. Have you had experiences when you've been on it where like somebody's just completely crumbled? You hear all these. I mean, I don't know how different it is. It's like a franchise, but like you hear the
not
horror
completely
show.
Crumbled, but like things have like gotten away from them. Like timings are a huge thing, especially if it's your first time. If you're up first or you're up second and you've got this huge, you need to just prep for your life. Basically, you really need to be 100 miles an hour.
Do you get the same amount of time as you would normally get to do the job or not? Is it shorter because it's TV?
No, it's shorter. Yeah, of course, yeah, shorter. And then in real life, you wouldn't do every part of that dish in one go. You do it over days, and other people would do little bits of it, and you'd come together as a team and plate it up and assemble.
But I suppose you've been in that situation so many times that you can do that. You've got to...
Yeah, you know when, like I always say with people on main course, as soon as that first person's done theirs, you should be thinking about doing yours straight away after, because what feels like it should take 10 minutes will probably take you 10, 15, 20. So you should just... time is what I'm saying, time gets away on you. So like I've seen people crumble with the whole time restriction thing where like they've just put the fish in the pan and it's like you do it at the pass.
Yeah.
That's going to take 10 minutes to cook and then you should rest it, and it's like, oh, and then it's stuck to your grill of your barbecue, and now you're panicking because now you're getting told every 2 minutes you're over by 2, you're over by 5, you're over by 6, and it's like, oh. So I've seen a bit of that.
Because the culture seems different to like, because you know, like MasterChef got a good kicking, didn't it, in terms of how a lot of the time, we've talked to people on this show, the podcast about this, haven't we? How it sort of feeds off some of the negativity of like what's going on in the kitchen and
makes
what's going on. It makes good telly and like, and
it's like food reviews. It's like food reviews. I never read positive food reviews.
Yeah,
because they're boring.
Yeah,
but if someone gets a slate and I'm like, oh, I'm probably going to read that, you know, because it's like it's bad. That is bad, and I'm admitting it. But like, it's more entertaining, isn't it?
It's just human behavior, though, isn't it?
It's human behavior. It's more entertaining. I can tell you that any food review that's negative is going to have a way higher reader audience than the ones that are just, oh, this was amazing, all right, it's amazing, God, all right.
Yeah, but you want to know why, though.
You sort of want to know what went wrong, you know, and you want to feel sorry. It's almost like sometimes I'll like read a bad one, I'm like, I feel sorry for them. What if this was, and then I think and then I start sticking up for the chef, and I'm like, this reviewer doesn't know if like his KP wasn't in that day, or he's got 2 people calling 6, someone's hungover. You know, there's that human element of it all that I think I like being nosy and involved, and
Do you feel the pressure on TV though? Is it a different world, or do you just get on with it?
I just get on with it personally. I think once I'm used to it now, I've done a bit, but like as soon as you start cooking, it's like you forget the cameras are there almost. Yeah, a bit. And I always get on with the camera guys as well. I'm like, you know, I'm mates with all of them now, and I just be having a conversation with them and stuff, you know. And it's like you're there with your mate, but they've just got a camera on their shoulder. And if you forget about the camera, they just have a chat with your mate. And as soon as I think people struggle with it because like they'll come over and say, oh, can you talk us through your dish? And then people will be like, and ahhing and they'll be like, can you do that again? But don't mention this, do this. If you just get it right the first time and do it well, you get left alone. Yeah. So they'll ask you a question, answer their question, but put the question in the answer so people know what you're talking about.
Yes.
All that sort of stuff.
It makes it easy for them to edit, doesn't it?
It makes it easier for them to edit, and they love that.
But they don't ask you again.
That's really...
You just said that, They don't ask you again.
I never thought of that. It's
It's
really
a
smart.
story, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's stuff like even telling your cameramen what you're doing. Like I'll go, Chris, I'm going to be at the oven in 10 seconds. So they'll go and set up. Yeah. And I know one chef who will literally say, I'm going to be at the oven in 10 seconds. He'll get them to go set up with the oven. He'll go, the blast freezer on the other side of the kitchen. Just for bad. He knows who he is.
Yeah, but you're not winning people over.
No, but don't worry, this guy doesn't worry about winning people over. No.
Yeah.
So there's all that sort of element to it. Like, but I think that helps you for the future, and
it does.
In terms of like doing other TV stuff, or maybe going back and judging if that ever came up. And
well, it's TV friendly, aren't you? You got to be TV friendly.
You got to be TV friendly.
It's that as well. Plus, reliable and all the things.
Reliable. That's another thing. Like I'll talk to people that'll be, I dropped out. This came up. I say, you dropped out with 4 weeks to go. They've got to find someone. They've got to go through all that heartache of what you went. It's just like, I think when you commit to doing stuff like that as well, you should be like 100%, let nothing else come in the way of it.
Yeah. Has it had an impact on the restaurant?
Oh yeah.
Like how big do you think?
Mega. Like especially like the first year when I imagine it's a new business, you're not full all the time. It was instantly full.
Really?
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it? That power.
And you can tell the people. You can tell the new guests who are only there because they've watched you on TV because they start calling you by your name and they've never met you before. Whereas normally that's not a thing. But thank you, Carl. That sort of thing. You'd be like, you're, and you know that's they've got that sense that they know you, which they do, in a way, which I quite like.
Yeah,
there's that.
You're doing selfies and that.
I do like. We do photo. I like to get if we do a kitchen, I never let it just be about me. I get every single person into a photo. I've done that from the very. I never wanted Pine just to be about me.
Yeah.
It wasn't about me. It's about like a very collective group of people who have fantastic minds and are great at what they do. Ian and Ness and Sean.
When you met Ian, did you have a feeling or did you have an instinct that you'd probably end up going to do something away from just working together?
Not really, because I met Ian like 10 years ago. We were young lads who just drank every night at the pub and wasn't thinking about opening restaurants. We were just like, surviving, living in a staff house together with shower curtains as wallpaper and stuff like that. It was a mega time of my life. We're not getting to that, but like
yes, we will.
Let's go.
I mean, was it a nice shower curtain?
There were scenes of skiing because me and Ian. I don't know if you know Ian's nickname of Skiing Waller, but he absolutely loves skiing. So do I.
Skiing Waller.
Skiing Waller.
I didn't know that. That's fantastic.
Call him that if you want.
Good nickname. Huh?
That's a good nickname. But yeah, it was funny because I don't know why. I think we'd ordered a shower curtain for the shower, and we'd got a ski scene one. But I think we must have ordered like a multi-pack. And at the time, they'd split our accommodation into two, and they'd use like plywood to like separate a couple of rooms. So I think we just hung them up because we were like 23 and didn't know any better, and just we'll just use that as wallpaper. Just hung up these shower curtains. And then it was funny.
That's my type of DIY.
That's what I'm getting at. My DIY has not got any better. I'll let you know as well.
What, shower curtain coming in a multi-pack? Why?
Well, how many showers? I tell you, no multi-pack. Sorry, I got a. You know those electric like flossers. Me and Sean got one off my dad for Christmas. I was like, that's an interesting gift. I accidentally bought a free multi-pack on Amazon. I was like, why are they selling those in freeze, man? Like, who are these free to them? It's so funny.
The shower curtain of all things.
Yeah.
A pair of pants, isn't it?
I can see it though. I bet it sounds like a cool shower curtain. It was quite retro.
It was like a little ski scenes, little alpine shots. Yeah, it was good. It was just a shower curtain. I don't want to pick it up too much. It was just a shower curtain. It had no business being on the wall, put it that way. Do you know what I mean?
Do you remember Ski Sunday?
I do.
I can't get it up my head already. Yeah. That music, I haven't heard that music in my mind since that programme finished. And you've just triggered that with that shower curtain.
You're welcome.
I have to put it on when we're finished.
I'll just go through the memory, Sunday memory sounds. What was it?
Ski Sunday soundtrack?
Sunday, yeah. Antiques Roadshow.
Yeah.
What's it?
Night Rider?
Oh, no, man. What's it called? Summer. The old fellas roll down here.
Last of the Summer Wine?
Last of the Summer Wine was one of them, wasn't it? How old are you anyway? You're young.
35. I've actually thought I was 36 for the past year, and then Sean reminded me that I'm actually only 35.
It's brilliant when you think you're
a bit older and you actually get a knock a year off.
Yes, I've gained a year.
Yeah. So 35.
Like a bonus. All right, okay. Just all these TV.
You're doing exactly what I do with Lottie all the time.
What's that?
I was cross-reference and think, is this going to mean anything to you at all?
I mentioned, we mentioned Freddy Krueger, Poltergeist, and Uncle Buck, and she hasn't seen any of them, so, Have you seen? It's one of those games, have you seen?
Because that was
one of my juniors chefs the other day, we were talking about, like, I'm not going to say, I probably shouldn't say it, but I don't like Harry Potter, I'm going to get some stick for it, but I was like, you either liked Harry Potter or you liked Lord of the Rings, in my opinion. Okay. Someone just at staff food was like, what's Lord of the Rings? I was like, sorry, what? What's Lord of the Rings? Yeah, I've never heard that. I was like Lord of the Rings, Frodo and the ring, and Mordor.
Did you do an impression of Gollum?
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah. Right, Ian, come here. Grab that cape. Grab your shower curtain.
We're going to Mordor.
And he's got the ring and all.
The shower curtain rings.
We're off to Mordor.
That's hilarious.
That's a new merch item, isn't it?
Yeah, salmon multi-packs.
Fashion shower curtain cape.
Yeah. You just change it up a bit. Oh. Acts as a double poncho when you do go, Fantastic. Yeah.
Don't be restricted where you put your shower curtains. That's what you
open the stick.
Isn't it funny that you felt guilty saying you didn't like Harry Potter?
Yeah. No, because every time I mention I don't like Harry Potter, most people attack me.
Right. Because they're more Harry Potter than Lord of the Rings.
I don't think you have to choose. I think I just did, but I never liked Harry Potter. I thought the acting was absolutely atrocious.
Okay.
I don't care who knows it. Like it was bad. Like it's bad. Like the acting was bad through all 8 films. I don't know. Like, I didn't watch. I maybe just watched a little bit of a couple, but I just thought it was terrible. Like Lord of the Rings, on the other hand, what an amazing film! That it just ages perfectly. You'd watch that today.
How many times have you seen it?
A lot, enough. Enough to quote most of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah. Maybe it's not all the Hobbit ones, but like the original 3, the Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm. There's only one moment in the whole of the series of the Lord of the Rings film that let me down.
Which one?
Still sticks in my head. I can't remember which one it was.
Right.
But it was what do you call the character? Blonde kid. Is it Legolas?
Legolas. Yeah.
I keep wanting to think Legolas. Right. And there's a moment, right, when he sort of like skis on his
on a shield, on an oak shield down a set of stairs.
It goes a bit Back to the Future for a moment,
and it goes into an oak. Yeah,
and they put the music's like. I remember being in the cinema and seeing that, going, I was like, Marty McFly, where'd that come from?
Yeah, that was
But apart from that, spotless, brilliant films.
Re-edit.
Yeah. The second one where the siege on the Two Towers was such a great film.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
But all the levels of fear, like like with kids programs, they're dumbed down onto these stories.
Yeah.
But that the character of Gollum is brilliant.
It's got main characters getting arrows in the chest.
Yeah, I like it. Not as good as Jaws, like.
No. What are you going to talk about now? Do you want to go menu?
I don't know, because I still want to talk about. I've got to go back to. I'm going to call it GBM as well.
Yeah, just GBM. That's on the cool kids. Yeah, right? It's a cool kid thing.
So, are you allowed to talk about this?
I am now, because it's all been aired. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then. I've been watching it.
Oh,
you know anything about it?
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, I win main course. Yeah, you know that though, right?
I know that.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah. I'm not. Please tell.
Yeah. It was very. It was. I did it in like a. They've got what's called a wild card now. So I got invited back to do, because I didn't win my regionals. Don't know how, but I didn't win my regionals. And anyway, I got invited back to do main course and dessert. So like Andy, Oliver, and Tom each get what's called a wild card. So they get to invite a certain, like any chef they want back, and they both invited me for main course and then dessert. Yeah, won main. So I didn't in the end have to do the dessert wild card. But yeah,
what was the main?
My main was based on the full Monty. Have you seen it? Can I show you a picture?
Go on.
They've got a really.
Well, I was going to the full Monty. Can I show you a picture? I'm like, where's he going?
It's pretty simple.
Is that a shower kit?
Yeah.
Has it got a hole cut in them? for the ring down.
Go
on, I don't know that one.
Because I basically created this moment on the BBC.
That's good.
It's going to be zoom in on.
See that?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I tip my hat to you, sir.
Absolutely brilliant.
For anyone that has drawn cocks and balls in windows of cars as a kid, it's that moment as an adult, I think.
Did you specifically pick that kind of sausage or not? Because it's got a little bit of shape on the top.
Yeah. What's a healthy coincidence.
Yeah. What's the roughage? It's not kale, is it?
No, that's just a herb bouquet. Yeah. To represent.
No, the balls are massive, aren't they?
Yeah. One's lower than the other, though.
Of course, it's got to be true.
See, now you have to go. You're gonna have to go watch it.
So that's just the side dish to the main dish.
So is that you just have that on a screensaver when people walk in the restaurant now? Is that?
Yeah.
Get that as your wallpaper.
Did you? I don't.
Loads of them on a wallpaper.
Saying your name with it.
Yeah. Oh, I actually.
Soda packets.
I was in Waitrose on Sunday morning, and I was buying bacon and bagels for the pre-mentioned bagel that I made in the air fryer. And so the first person that said something since the final ad came up just went, "So this is where you get your sausages from, is it?" I was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "This is going to follow me around, isn't it? This is going to follow me around for a long time." Now I just have chefs posting pictures, tagging me in things that they've made look like dick and balls as well. I'm just like, what have I created?
Dick and Balls is a good name for a new restaurant franchise, though, isn't it?
Yeah. Dick and Balls. Like a Jew on it. Are you the Dick and Balls guy?
Yeah.
Did you feel nervous when you're doing it, or do you think it was going to backlash it all?
I would never have done that on my first 2 times on the show. But the third one, you start to give less of a fuck, I guess. And it was just I'm gonna. If they'll let me get away with this, I'll try and get away with it.
I guess the wild card tag helps a bit as well. Being
And actually, I've always said, you know how you've got to use props to enhance the dish. I've always thought, putting a hat over something and taking the hat off is such a lazy prop. But in this case, I was like, it's actually the perfect prop.
Yeah.
Because it's exactly what they do in the film.
Exactly.
And I was like, normally I'd be like, that's such a crap prop, putting a hat on something left off. It's like having a cloche on. It's just lazy. But in this one, I was like, actually, police hat, this is going to... So maybe I'm wrong, because it's what I won with.
I'm so pleased they went for it, though, because they could have pulled that easy.
They could have pulled it, yeah. Because I think they'd hoped it might get on Gogglebox and stuff like that, which I sort of hope it does.
Perfect.
Because,
It's Gogglebox fodder, that.
It's definite Gogglebox fodder, that.
Yeah, and I'll sit with my missus going, I know him.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
You've just done... I have a strangely related story.
Yeah.
Right? It's not a very interesting story, but it's odd. When I had my restaurant back in 2005, right? On a Sunday afternoon, we'd been doing some work with it. It was like a marketing agency, and we'd done an event for them, or we'd done some catering or something like that. And we just got this call off this guy, and he says, "Is your restaurant open today?" I was like, "No, it's Sunday. We're not open." He went, "Well, do you have anything left over from the weekend or anything, or is there any stock left?" Or and we were like, what is it? We've just got a couple of guests that are on their way to Edinburgh. We thought we'd take them somewhere. We don't get many bothered. Can we want to take them somewhere private? And we were on the top floor of a squash club, right? Nobody knew it, in Gosforth. It was Hugo Spear.
All right.
Out of Full Monty.
Yeah, was it?
Right?
Yeah.
Him, 3 other blokes in this marketing company sat in my restaurant and had a cheese plate and some patty from the fridge. Didn't speak a word, then just left. Didn't pay either.
Didn't pay?
Nah.
Didn't pay?
Nah.
Really?
It was the most odd thing. I thought we were... I don't know what we thought at the time was going on, but I think, because I think there was this creative agency had been doing some stuff in TV, and I think we were 23, 24 years old. I thought we were going to be getting cast into something. Hey, it's a big opportunity, this.
So
but all it was, just they came and ate for free for nothing.
You just did the catering.
Did the catering and they walked out again.
So they just treat you on-set catering. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm going to be in the telly.
Why did they not pay?
I don't know. Leftovers?
Stick someone down, 20 quid on the table or something. I don't know.
Odd. I didn't know who he was. Anyway, there you are. Interrelated.
Menu. I'm trying to save us with a menu. I must say I love that bottle.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Don't smash it.
Yeah, no. There's been able to film Walter
Oh, he's a good bloke.
Yeah, he's fantastic. He took us around all the fields.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic. Chasing his dog, got a great film. We'll have to show you. But it's not.
Did you go to this little gin bar in the juniper bushes?
Yeah, I did. I've got all that in the film. It's fantastic. It's brilliant. Pouring the little drinks, ice and everything, man.
It's literally just 3 pallets and some plywood, but it's just amazing. Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's like a hidden treasure.
Yeah. It's hidden treasure. Yes. I remember when I first met Walter, he was like, "Oh, you've got to lie on the ground, put your ear to the ground, and listen to the wild horses." And I was like, "Who is this bloke? And how do I get to know him better?" And then that very day we went skinny dipping in his pond as well. So that was a good day. It was a good day.
Was that like a notorious lots of drunk people event?
Yeah, I think
I've heard about this before from Adam.
His son was having a party. So Walter had got this like huge tent set up on one of his bits of land. And I think he just like killed 2 birds with one stone by like, oh, my kid's having a party, so I may as well have a party the day before.
Yeah.
Invited lots of industry people up, did the tours.
Yeah.
I'd already done the tour recently, so I just sat and drank in the tent while he went off and did his walks. And good day though. He throws a hell of a party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. Looks like fun.
He is good fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I seemed that he was very hospitable.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Okay then. I'm going to actually just hand it over to you, Carl.
I didn't realise I was getting food. What do I do?
Did you just leave that hanging there deliberately?
What? I said nothing.
Guy went, what do I do? We were like, we don't know. Can't explain it ever.
You can't, this is the new menu as well. This is supposed to be easier. Pick something from the menu, please.
Pick something for the menu.
Think of it as a topical.
It's a topical anything. So if you say what that is, we'll tell you what the question is.
Right. So if I just said guilty pleasure, you're going to follow that up with a question?
What's your guilty pleasure? Yeah,
well, I could have guessed that, couldn't I? That was...
we're trying to make it not that hard, but it seems to be. It needs a big explanation up front.
It's almost like, I don't need this, you could just ask me this,
we could do, but we'll like the guest to kind of pick.
That's fine, yeah. I like...
Because you might go, I don't want to spill me secrets.
I'll do them all if you want. Top three what? Dishes?
Oh, no, that's it depends on who the guest is.
The tough one is, we did this one with Kenny, but he always felt he was like putting people under the truck a little bit by...
Well, what is it, like restaurants?
What's your top 3 restaurants?
Because sometimes it's food, sometimes it's not related to that.
Top 3 films?
No, top 3 show curtains. No, right.
Top 3. I can tell you my mum's favourite top 3 restaurants if you want. No. Just not make it about me if you want, because I'm not even in it.
I'm good.
Really?
Yeah. I think I'm 4th. I think I'm genuinely 4th. I'll tell you my mum's favourite 3 restaurants, right? And then we'll go on to something else. If that's all right. It's your podcast, but I figure I'm just going to roll with that. So my mum's favourite 3 restaurants. I do like these restaurants as well. Okay. I must admit, Moor Hall, Mark Birchall. This is no particular order. Mark Birchall, 3-star. Yeah. Green Star, unbelievable. If you get a chance to go, stay in the new cabins outside, unbelievable. Me, my mum and dad and Sean and Ian and Ness went as a 6-top, had 12 bottles of wine at dinner. It was one of the best nights of my life. The bill was...
Did you stay in the cabins?
Yeah, stay in the cabins. Actually, Newcastle were won. I think it was like 3-0. I can't remember. It was a long time ago because Newcastle won. But I was sat in the hot tub watching Newcastle play on the telly, and it was... You know what I mean? There's those little details of a stay. Yeah, that was nice. That was a good detail. Beer in hand, watching the Toon win. Mm-hmm. I sat in a hot tub. Hot summer.
Pre or post dinner?
Well, that was pre-dinner. Yeah, that was pre-dinner. It was an afternoon game. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's one of my mum's favourite restaurants. The other 2, Glen Turret La Lique up in Scotland. Mark Donald, 2-star, unbelievable. And she loves the old stamp house in Windermere. I think I'm 4th or something like that. But anyway, so that's my mum's top 3 favourite restaurants.
What's the top 3 things you've ever eaten?
Top 3 things I've ever eaten, like favourite things.
Favourite things. Sometimes it's actually a thing. It could just be like, I had that charcuterie and blah, blah, blah. But it's usually attached to a place or a memory or something like that.
One of my favourite restaurants is a restaurant called BB in London. It's my friend Chet Sharma. He's unbelievable. One of the smartest people, not just chefs that I know, like one of the smartest guys I know. I think he's got something like 2 doctorates. He's a DJ, he can play a piano amazingly. It's just like, one of those people that's just so talented. Yeah. Indian heritage chef, but I met him when he was working at Long Clume, and he was the development chef there. So I had quite a close relationship with him then, but now I remember when I went to BB for the first time, and he lives rent-free, and he's just released his cookbook called BB, so, you know, get that on your Amazon list. And there's 2 dishes. There's one that's, his menu, right, it's like very Indian inspired.
Yeah.
But it's also like, it's got this fine dining element, but then you'll have all these like, you know, you have your like poppadoms and like dips and stuff at the start. Unbelievable. Obviously taken to heightened. Mm-hmm. And then you go in for it and you've got all these dishes. And then all of a sudden you got like a lump of goat kebab with just raw red onion and a green sauce. And I remember eating that for the first time and I was just like, it was just unbelievable. It was goat kebab, spiced goat kebab, but you'd had all these amazing like, and then all of a sudden it was like heritage.
Yeah.
And so that's one dish I remember. And there's 2 dishes from BB, and there's another one he did chicken with a sauce made from cashew nut whey. Oh my God, they just live rent free. Those 2 dishes live rent free in my mind. Yeah. My favourite restaurant I've ever been to though, and Sean was in tears at one point, it was that. And Sean will say it, she'll tell you this, she thinks people that cry in restaurants need to fucking man up. It's just food, what on earth are you crying for? Yeah. But we went to Blue Hill Farm at Stone Barns. It's like North New York, about an hour outside New York. Anyway, beautiful restaurant, unbelievable. If you've ever watched Chef's Table on Netflix, I think it's season 1, episode 2.
Yeah.
And anyway, went there, and the first 3 hours were in the restaurant. It's beautiful.
Who's the chef there, Cal?
Dan Barber.
Yeah.
And
it's a great episode, that one.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. So anyway, you go on the tour first. They pick a bucket of birch water off the tree. They reduce it. They give you that over ice at the start. Then they reduce it and give you it halfway through the meal. Stuff like that. Just things that you just do not get out of a restaurant. 3 hours of dining, right? And you're like just on to like end of starters. You've had charcuterie. It's unbelievable. Anyway, you're in this tranquil restaurant where they've just got birds tweeting, no music, just birds tweeting as the music, right? And you have this tranquil meal for about 3 hours. Then they put you in the kitchen as like a chef's table for they sat us there for 2 courses. And I describe it as 20 chefs cooking for their lives, like pans rattling, like, you know, every loud, like, lively kitchen. You've had this peaceful, tranquil meal, right? And you get thrown into this like hectic environment. So you're all over the place. Your emotions are like heightened. You have a couple of courses and then you think you're going back to the restaurant. But they took us to this, like, I describe it as like a really like old stone barn outside with like glass windows with like branches rattling against it and lit by candlelight, completely silent. They sat us in there for 10 minutes after you thought you knew what tranquil was. And then you've been like shot up into the kitchen of emotion of like loud and, you know, and then you go back to something even more tranquil than where you started. Mm-hmm. I remember Sean just starting to well. I think she thought I was going to propose to her again. No, I was like, I've not set this up. I've not set this up.
The ultimate proposal.
It was I wish I'd saved getting married till then to propose. It was unbelievable. They do the legwork they go to for you for a proposal.
The amount of thought that has
the amount of thought that's going
into that is an experience.
But it's testing and that why? As well. Yeah. And kind of refining that.
And then when we got back into the restaurant, it's even more. They've got crickets now playing instead of birds. Just those little like, who thinks about that stuff, man? Yeah.
Does that inspire you?
That was one of the most inspiring meals of my life. 100% one of the most inspiring meals. And people always ask, do you get inspired? Like, it's not necessarily like, I see that dish, I want to do that dish. Yeah, it's not like that. It's like moments and feelings and how you can evoke things in people. Like, I remember the first time we ever went to Noma. People always, do you get inspired by Noma? Yeah. Do you know what I took away from Noma that we do now at Pine? We have someone welcome you at the front door. They open the door for you and let you in. Yeah. And we didn't do that until we went to Noma. It's like, that's such a simple thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you're never going to get, you copied that from Noma. Opening a door and letting someone in your restaurant or taking an umbrella. We took from there, and that's just one thing that, you know, I'm using an example of, but that way of leveling up, just like seeing those details that people go to.
Details.
Such an easy detail. Yeah. Because before then, you were welcomed by a host or hostess at the top of the stairs. Now they're just at the bottom of the stairs and they open the door for you. Such a small change.
I noticed that.
Nothing's changed, but
it feels like you're going to somebody's house.
It's a nice start.
It's a really personal,
you know,
thing. It is, and it's these little gaps as well. You go, oh, that's nice because you remember that. So
yeah,
that's why you apply it.
Right, curry versus gravy. I mean, we've just talked about it. I love curry. It's my favorite food.
Yes,
I just love Indian food. I just going back to BB and Chet. I made Chet's butter chicken for staff tea, and like I had to order all the ingredients off an Indian supermarket. You know, that sort of like proper. So curry. We'll go through all
and a proper butter chicken is sensational.
It was so good.
Like in comparison. to what you buy in like you go to a standard restaurant or a takeaway and buy, but it's not butter chicken at all. Yeah. Proper butter chicken's incredible. Proper butter chicken.
Yeah.
Proper butter chicken.
3 times really fast.
Proper butter chicken.
Proper butter chicken.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to twist this one up. It's a chip-based question.
Oh, it's a chip-based question.
Still on your fish and chips. Still curry.
100%. Was it large curry sauce with fish?
Will there ever be a point where you have the gravy?
Nah.
No, never.
No. I get set, and I think I don't know. Fish and chip shop, it's like you don't need to be adventurous at a fish and chip shop. You've got battered sausage or battered fish, and you've got curry, peas, or gravy. Once you pick your favourite, that's it for life for me. I'm curry all the way.
Set in stone. It's hard to change that because you can ruin a dinner. Do you know what I mean? You can ruin that moment, can't you?
But you know when you're like, oh, I'll try that for a change, and then you're like, it's not as good as always. Why'd I do that?
Order regret.
You know what you like. Just order what you like.
Order regret.
I made a nice.
Are you good at
order regret?
Are you good at picking a kind of a dish from a menu? Because my wife's kind of, humming and ahhing, and I'm like, that's it, good. And
that's why I like taste menus.
But I like taste menus because
it
takes that ambiguity away from me.
The only choice you get at pint is what you want to drink, and then after that, just sit
I prefer that because I don't have.
Do you like giving that option to people? Like, we're going to.
I wish I could choose what they drank as well, if I'm being honest.
Really?
I wish I could just if they said I'm going to drink wine night, well, we do like flights, so we do like multiple choice wine flights. You can obviously, I'm quite happy for people to choose, but honestly, the stress it takes away from you as the guest and us as the person doing the work, knowing what people are having is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So, like, when people turn up and they say, oh, by the way, I'm a vegetarian, or by the way, I don't eat this, it's like, if you told us that and you've been prompted to 3 times, you would have made our days so much easier. Now we're running around trying to fix something that, by the way, you're 55, you've known you're a vegetarian for probably 30 odd years. Yeah. Why haven't you told us? That's information that's really helpful to us. Like, why have you chosen now at the start of the meal to do that? Like, I know it's because some restaurants you can go to and you can tell them at the start of the meal.
Yeah, but especially the nature of what you guys do.
Come on, guys.
You've prepped and planned for it already.
Yeah. And they say, oh yeah, just didn't tell you. I thought I'd tell you when I got you. No, don't do that in future. I feel like sitting them down and being like, don't do that in future. For all future reservations, doesn't just have to be. Yeah,
you ever feel like, well, that's 10 hours that I've lost.
Yeah, or 10 hours I could have put in making your evening better and my life easier.
If you want an experience, you'll have a naughty corner. Go and sit in the naughty corner. Get a little hobbit stool. Lean into that.
But to answer your question, yes, I think I'm quite good at choosing. But I'm not, because I'm not fussy at all.
Yeah. Okay.
And when I go out with Helen there, we'll take a dual approach to menu ordering. So she'll always get the other thing that I wanted.
Yeah, okay. But are you happy with tasting and sharing? Yeah. Are you happy with doing that?
Yeah.
Some people like slap your hand away, do you know what I mean? So
it's always good if you're sharing with someone that doesn't eat as much as you, though.
Well, that's the technique.
Yeah.
That's a good technique, that. Order a third starter knowing that they'll only have, one anyway.
How about yourself, Carl? Are you good at picking something from menu? You straight in there?
I like to order I'm the order for the table guy. Really? That's that precious part. Like, we're at Riley's yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like, oh God. And people are like, what, you haven't? And then when I tell them, I'm ordering that, now I know I've made a good choice. And it's like, I hope so. And then the pressure's on me rather than but I mean, everyone at Riley's is unbelievable. But I quite like just ordering for everyone and being like, should we have a side? What do you mean have a side? We're having all 3 times the 12 of us. What are you on about? Like, we're getting 3 sides, all of them, and we're getting them 3 times over.
Yeah.
Should one side.
It's like going with the Coleman's.
I like that. I like that. The Coleman's thing was like that. That culture. We don't eat, we weren't brought up to eat like that.
No,
like the sharing thing.
Yeah.
But I love that. Like, because, sharing food's an experiential thing.
I miss Trackall. Trackall was a great restaurant for that.
It was. Yeah.
That was a huge miss. Because I remember going there and ordering, if there was 4 of you at Trackall, I never really got I liked it, but I never really ordered like the big steaks or the pig's head, because I don't like to eat a lot of one thing. I would be like, can I have all the snacks, all the starters twice, please? And then maybe it's one main course.
I racked up a bit. You ever eat the Palomar in London?
No.
It's like Ottolenghi inspired, amazing place. I racked up a huge bill, like small plates. It's so easy to happen because I'm the same as you. I just like to surf the menu a bit, and I don't mind sharing. I like it. Is I like it.
Yeah,
I like it when restaurants, when there's 4 of you and you're sharing stuff, and there's like, say, 4 croquettes. If you're a restaurant, you're serving a table of 4 and you put 3 of something on a plate. What are you doing?
You're trying to get the trade up again.
You're trying to get another plate out of us, which you will. So maybe your theory is correct, but come on,
It's usually contentious, isn't it? The menu, especially when you're going out with a partner.
Yeah, it's just like, for me, it's de-risking. Like, I know, I do now and again drop a clanger and I think, I'll try something because my curiosity gets the best of me all the time. Like, I had a really bad meal. What in Lake Garda? And I had this, it was meant to be like bacalao, it was like, but it wasn't what I recognised at all. It was like this weird, unseasoned cod paste with, was it like sea foam or something? It was like this awful texture.
And you'll have felt guilty for ordering it afterwards. Like if you've suggested it.
Totally.
Like I went out for Sunday lunch recently and suggested something because I'd been told it was good. I think it was my dad told me. Halfway through the meal, we only ordered main course. It was so bad. But I got a text saying my dad said, "Oh, sorry, it wasn't that place. It was this." I was like, "You bastard! I've just recommended this place on your recommendation." And we're sat, and you know what it is? After main course, we were like, "Should we just go get desserts at another place?" So we went somewhere else for dessert because it was terrible.
Oh, wrong restaurant.
And it's not. I will say, there's not many places that I've ever eaten at in North. I think the Northeast now is unbelievable for food.
Oh, it is.
It's so good.
Have you ever walked out of somewhere before?
No. I would never ever complain about a meal unless it was like. I've never had a meal bad enough to complain about.
Yeah.
I would rather just be like, I've tried the food. I didn't like it. I'm just going to leave and go somewhere else.
That's what I do, because you said that you've got to be empathetic. They might have a shit day, or somebody's gone in the kitchen, or staff have rang in sick, or
I always say
just so many things go wrong.
An office job, right? If someone calls in sick in office, right, they could be off sick for a week. Usually, that work that they've got to do that week just gets done next week. Yeah. Put a pin in it. And hospitality is like, oh, someone's not come in today. Right, there's 4 chefs now, there's only 3. Guess what? You're all working 33% harder because someone's not coming. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the way of the world, unfortunately. There's no just magic chef that's going to come in and help you. And we can't just like put a pin in someone's meal. They're still going to want to eat this meal tonight.
Yeah.
And you've got to do what that other person was doing. So, but I will say, like, when you're building teams and at restaurants, like, you can rely on them if you're looking after them. And I think, like, people don't take the piss if you're looking after them. They're not like ringing for a sick day if they're not sick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least at Pine, everyone's really, really great. Mm-hmm. Either that, they're just really healthy. I don't know.
Yeah,
could just be the good staff meals.
Yeah, exactly.
First pint. I remember my first pint of Guinness. I don't drink Guinness. So I remember my first pint of Guinness. I was in Val d'Isère, Italy, and it was St. Patrick's Day, and I was about 14. And my dad gave us a pint of Guinness. I was like, "What's it? I've never liked it since. Never liked it since." Yeah.
Did you drink it though? Was it dad pressure? Was it?
Probably. I think probably because I was 14 and probably loved the fact that I had a pint. You know what I mean?
I wonder if it was.
I want to see what happens when I drink this. All of this.
You were in Italy and you had the Guinness. I wonder if
it was St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. It was definitely in Italy.
I wonder if it was a really crap Guinness.
It's a roll of the dice, dad, isn't it? Here, first drink, pint of Guinness. Yeah. It's a tough one, isn't it?
I know, but that was the worst. We're like best Scotch and that.
Nah, but you used to stale it. That was
the Scotch had a head. That was that, like literally like a big dome on the top.
Okay. Well, 14 tracks. I quite like that because majority of people are 14.
I got a hip flask when I was 15 for Christmas off my dad.
Did you?
Looking back, I was like, that is a fucking terrible gift to be given your 15-year-old son. That's funny, but my mum and dad used to do this charity event, right? And it was in that, and we live in a big farm and used to do it in a shed. So and I remember they did it from when I was like 12 till I was 16, right? Maybe even later, 12 till I was 18. They did a lot of them each year. And anyway, they'd have all this 1,000 people in the shed, and they'd all be getting pissed and drop money on all over the floor, and there'd be booze out. So every year when they did this festival, I'd get up at 5 a.m. after the party had long finished, and then I'd go around in the daylight and I'd be picking up all the pound coins as a 14-year-old. I'd have like 40, 50 quid off the ground in like an hour. And then I'd be like, I remember Aftershock, the blue and red Aftershock.
Yeah.
There'd always be loads of that left, so I'd always pinch that and I'd go hide it on the farm and sell it at school. Like, I've told my mum and dad this now and they find it hilarious. But like, I don't know, just such a weird experience as a 14, 15-year-old. Like, and that was like my first taste of hospitality, I guess. You know what I mean?
Knocking around Aftershock at school.
Knocking around Aftershock at school. Hot and cold, what's that mean? Like hot and cold together?
Hot and cold together.
Like soup and ice cream.
No,
But that's some people do that.
Well, you can do. I mean, pouring coffee on ice cream is weird for me. Like,
God, are you kidding? No, it's incredible.
All the time. I love it.
It's just like it's like making your own iced coffee.
Yeah.
And you get to watch it cool down, sort of thing.
Yeah. I saw the wife was having it. I was like,
have you tried it? Do you not try it?
Do you like? I think if you like ice cream and you like coffee, you should really like an avocado.
Yeah, you like a nice creamy coffee.
Essentially.
Oh, okay.
A bit of Bailey's or whiskey on there.
For that kind of thing, for me, apple crumble and then ice cream. Or are you a custard guy? What's the thing? What do you think goes well
in that particular moment? I like ice cream. I do like both though. I wouldn't be opposed to having both
on the same thing.
I don't see why not.
Really? You'd have custard on ice cream?
I mean, if you want to eat a bit of ice cream and a bit of crumble, keep that to one side of your bowl. But of custard on the other, maybe.
Okay.
Don't know, it's your bowl, you know what I mean? You work it how you want to work it, do you know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
I think ice cream is the one personally.
Okay. Anything else on there which you would have, hot and cold? Have you discovered something new that works, which you've never tried before, which works hot and cold? Something unusual?
Hot and cold? I mean, nothing springs.
I tell you what, you give us, when I came to Pine, didn't you do that warm sake?
Oh yeah,
that blew me away. Because that was unusual.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's warm. Was that
it was. That's what I was like. It was like
I never particularly liked warm sake, but I think I've been forced into liking it. You must have eaten Hannah's. You get warm sake. Yeah. But when Vanessa gave me that, and especially pairing it with super umami food, I remember tasting that for the first time after Vanessa came up with that pairing. And over the years, like Vanessa's come up with some incredible pairings, like really off the wall pairings.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
That some restaurants, it's fine. You give 6 glasses of wine, 5 glasses of wine. They're all just white, red, whatever dessert. But she's come up with some came up with mixes before. Like I don't want to just say cider and black or something like that, but like that level of like in the wine world. Like but the warm sake and an umami food is so incredible together. Yeah. But funnily enough, I used to eat at Hannah's loads growing up. You'd always go there for like an 18th birthday or something. I remember. Yeah. And warm sake. I just thought I was drinking warm vodka. That's what it reminded me of. I don't know whether there's. I don't know. But I love Hannah's. I think it's such a mint place for like a staff party. We went a couple of years ago for a Christmas party. Unreal place. Yeah. Told them at the end of the meal we're from Pine, and the chef was like, "Oh, well, thanks a lot for telling me at the end of the meal." Yeah, that was funny.
I think of something. I'm always intrigued. Like, did you discover something by accident? Do you know what I mean? It's like one time you go, actually, I never tried that.
There probably is something. I just can't think. Hot and cold.
Drunken meals.
All right, drunken meals. Like cold pizza. Have you eat cold pizza or not? I couldn't do that. Like.
Not now. I've got an air fryer. It's straight in there. 2 minutes. Bang. No, but cold pizza and cold lasagna. Cold lasagna is banging. Lasagna.
Always better the next day.
Cold lasagna. Mm-hmm. It's like a pasta salad, isn't it? Essentially, but it's just it's like a set tureen of pasta salad. Yeah. You eat a pasta salad cold.
Pasta tureen.
Yeah, it's essentially like a pasta tureen.
My wife would gag at that. She can't even have cold bean juice on the hand.
On her hand?
She's like that. So yeah.
We made a huge moussaka last week. Well, I didn't. Hannah did. It was incredible when it's cold. Just sets in all its layers. You've got that sort of bechamel on the top.
Yeah, cold lasagna is one of up there.
I think curry's better reheated. Do you know what I mean? Left. Because it coagulates a bit. Do you know what I mean? It's claggy. Mm-hmm. I do like that.
Claggy, it's like chutneys and stuff like that. It's the age of the time. I think things with spices especially age better. Yeah. I mean, that's why spice and curry was invented, wasn't it? To mask other flavours and make things last a bit longer. And
you know what it is? After all these great culinary conversations, I feel like you're going to blow it out the water with those questions.
What's that? I'm going to blow it out the water? I'm going to ruin the whole day. We can always edit them out if you want it. We have the power. Yeah. You'll go highfalutin. I'm bringing it down a little bit. I'm going back to basics. But we're getting some cracking out. I'm finding out who he is.
Yeah, we're getting through this, to be fair.
But I mean, we don't have to go through the whole menu, but I'll do a last one as well, Cal.
Yeah, go on.
What's your Greg's order?
I'm a really simple Greg's order guy. I'm just chicken bake 2 if I'm hungry. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's it. Hot, and I don't want to call them out on the whole VAT situation, but I'd much prefer it hot, But obviously, they're probably saving £1 billion a year or something in VAT. It's one of those.
I was watching something on is it the Overlap with the podcast, and I think it was Nicky Butt was on, and he was talking about, he was raging about an experience that he'd had recently.
Right.
And he didn't name the bakers. He just said, I went to a baker's recently.
I've never heard Greg's described as bakers.
He went, I bought a 4-pack of sausage rolls. He went, he went 2 of them for the kids. He says 2 of them were going to stay cold, and I asked them to heat up the other 2.
Yeah.
And they charged him £2.50 to heat it up.
Well, that's what they do. You know, when you go to Greg's and ask you, are you sitting in or taking away, the price will differ because they'll have to charge you for sitting in, having a meal. It'll be VAT to pay.
I'll just plug a microwave in outside or something on an extension.
I think that's why when you get Greg's at garages, that's why that's great, because normally garages, a lot of them will have a microwave in, won't they? So you can go and whack your 4 sausage rolls in for £2 or whatever it is.
You just stick them under your bonnet for about 60 seconds. That might heat it up.
Just sit them on.
Do it old school.
Did you see Ian's Greg's order?
Yeah, he's
what the heck's that about?
He's just a creative character, isn't he? Like,
Yeah, I do.
I still haven't tried it.
no.
More for the future.
I do like chicken bake though. I like this. I like the soupiness of it.
Yeah,
of the filling.
Yeah. Milligan's was better.
Oh yeah.
You remember Milligan's?
Yes.
Is that still a thing?
You see the odd Milligans. I think there was one in them.
There's one in Durham back end. I saw it.
I remember
like
chicken bake at Milligan's.
Yeah.
If you were to compare them, it's like Milligan's was so good.
Well, we bang on
Big
about
chunks of chicken.
Peter's all the time. Peter's
Right.
corned beef pasties were much better.
Yeah.
And the sausage rolls were as well.
Carl,
Thank you very much,
thank you
Carl.
very much.
Pleasure. Yeah, is that it? Like?
That's it.